Hello, everybody. Am I live? Am I live? Gonna wait till I get people here in the room.
Get up to 65 miles on one charge, so you can ride even farther.
Get some people here in the room. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Feel Good Friday. We are live. Welcome to Feel Good Friday, everybody. People in the room. Hope everybody's had a great week. I've had a very busy week. But I'm here tonight because we're going to start off this series here in 2024 of Feel Good Friday. Not sure how long I'm going to run this series this time, but it's going to be based on participation. So hopefully if you guys enjoyed tonight's episode of Feel Good Friday, then we may do some more. But welcome everybody. If you're coming into the room, let me know. Give me a thumbs up in the comment or put a heart or something. Let me know you can hear me and that you can see me. Welcome, everybody. Feel Good Friday. Now, I know I was a little late doing some of my promotion of Feel Good Friday, but I did. So we're going to see who else will stay up tonight. I see one person in the room tonight so far. Welcome. Make sure when you come in, you bring your favorite beverage. Tonight, I am drinking some wine. So if you all have been watching my videos lately, you guys know that I did a two-part series called 60 Things I've Learned in 60 Years. And I've shared 40 of those. So tonight, we're going to wrap up the final 20 here on Feel Good Friday. I'm going to wait about 2 more minutes, and then we're going to get started. No matter who's in the room, it's only one person. I'm going to talk to that one person like it's 100. If you're not able to watch this hour long of Feel Good Friday, make sure you come back and you catch it on the replay. All right? Well, welcome. If you're new to my channel, my name is Lydia. This is Living Life by Design, and it's a channel that promotes wellness of the mind, body, and spirit of women, and to help us to be motivated and encouraged to continue living after we've reached that age, that pivotal age of life, called middle age, called senior life, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, that's what we're about here. All right. Let's begin this music. And welcome, everybody. Welcome to Feel Good Friday. Hopefully someone will come into the room and join me tonight. We're going to be here till 8 o'clock. So if you're here tonight, thank you for stopping by. I did a summer series last year that ran from June to September. And people enjoyed it. So they wanted me to do it again this year. So I decided to start it a little bit early, and we're going to run it until we just, if it's not getting good participation, then we'll see that this is not working. But if it is, I hope that you guys will be, involved and, excited about it. So welcome, welcome, welcome. As I stated, if you're comfortable, you're relaxed. I know a lot of us are just getting home from work off of Friday. Sometimes we want to kick back and relax, but get your favorite beverage, get you some snacks, and jump in here. Tonight, we're going to be finishing up the 60 things I've learned in 60 years. I did 40 so far. After I get off of this live, I'm going to link those videos in the description area if you want to go back. If you missed those videos, go back and check out the other 40. But tonight we're going to be wrapping it up with the last 20. So hopefully I can get some participation, some people in the room. If you're here watching tonight, if you could just let me know you can hear me. And if you can see me, put a heart, thumbs up, wave at me, something in the comment. I see 3 people in the room. So let me know if you can hear me. Somebody say hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right. So my 3 guests that's in the bushes, I am going to go ahead and get started. So I did a series, as I stated, 3-part series. I wanted to share things that I've learned. When you get to this stage of life, there's a lot of lessons that you will learn, right? You should anyway. You can't be on this earth 60 years and not learn something. So I feel that I have a lot of lessons that I've learned, a lot of things that I can share with others that definitely will enlighten you, if anything, or encourage you to continue living your life on this journey. And that even reaching 60 years old or older, that life is for the living. And if you still have breath in your body, that you can continue to share and enjoy life. So I'm going to go ahead on and finish up the 20 that I have left. So this one, number 1, and what I would like to do is that if anybody want to jump in and share some thoughts, go ahead on. If you got some lessons you want to share with other people, drop that also in the comment section. If you want to comment on any of the lessons that I've learned, or if you got some that you similar to this, or you experience some of the same things, drop it in the comment and share that. All right. So number 1 that I have on my list, and like I said, these are not in any order. As I thought of them, I wrote them down. In the other videos, I just jotted them down on some paper, guys. And that's how I went. I just thought of them, and that's how I do here. We don't edit things. We just go off cuff. We just share the things that come up. So the next thing that I've learned is you will repeat lessons until they are learned. I really believe that in life, that when you're experiencing things, if you don't learn the lesson from whatever you're going through, you're going to continue to repeat it. And what I mean by that is that experience, that situation is going to come up again, whether it's dealing with a relationship and you continue to have those same types of relationships over and over again, you're going to learn. You're not going to stop learning that lesson you're not going to stop repeating that lesson until you actually learn it and move forward from that. So I really, truly believe that. And because I've experienced that myself. Number 2 I have here, which, like I said, this is going to be the last 20. Family is not always about blood. Now, family is blood, but family is not always about blood. And the reason why I say that is because I have some people in my life that are some amazing friends. And those friends have been closer to me than a lot of my family members. And when I say family members, I'm saying like really close family members, like that circle of people that should be really tight with you, like a sibling or a parent. These people have been in my life one of them have been in my life for over 50 years. And the other one has been about 15 years. And I can say that is my family. If I don't have anybody in my life, I got those 2 people. So family isn't always about blood. It really isn't. Number 3, prayer changes things. How many people I have in the chat that are praying people? If you're coming into the chat, please thumbs up. Please drop a comment, say you're here. We're sharing 60 things that I've learned in 60 years. I've already shared 40 in previous videos, and I'm going to link those in the description box so that you can go back and watch them if you have not. So tonight, on this first series of Feel Good Friday, I'm sharing the final 20, and I've shared 3 things so far. Prayer changes things. I don't know how many people I have in here that are praying people, but I'm going to tell you, I'm a praying sister, okay? I have a prayer closet, which is my car. Every morning when I'm driving to work, I go deep. I go deep into prayer with God. And I'm going to tell you something. Prayer does change things because he has blessed my life tremendously. And I've been through some rough things over the last 2 years. And when I say he showed up and showed out, he really did. So if you don't have a prayer life, I'm not going to tell you who to believe in, how to believe, but prayer does change things. Number 4, sleep is important. You know why, guys? Because I'm going to tell you something. When I was younger, I was one of those people that I could stay up all night long, 5, 6 o'clock, and then go to work at 7 and jump up like it's nothing. Child, let me tell you something. 9 o'clock, lights out. I'm not trying to stay up later than that unless I'm out doing something. But if I'm at home, I need my rest because I need to be fully, awake and energetic the next morning. And as you get older, you will realize the importance of sleep because sleep is restorative. It helps your body to repair itself overnight. So make sure you understand that sleep is very, very important. All right. Number 5, being rich means different things to different people. When I was younger, I actually thought that having money, having that nice house and, all those things that we dream of as young girls, you're taught certain things. You get married, you get the house and, the nice cars and the nice clothes and the jewelry and all that. And when I actually obtained that, that was some of the most, I would say some of the saddest times of my life, some of the most miserable times of my life. And oftentimes when you are wanting certain things, once you get it, it's not as exciting as it is in desiring it. When it's something that you feel like is unattainable, it seems to be more exciting then. But once you actually acquire it, you be like, man, why did I act so crazy? Or like I just had to have this. How we do over these designer purses. I bought designer purses before, guys, and turned around and sold them on a website or something because it wasn't that big of a deal. And that was when I was younger, of course. So I'm telling you guys, being rich means different things to different people because some people just want peace of mind. Some people just want family. Some people just want to be in their own quiet space, sometimes sitting in your house and doing nothing, being able to pay your bills so that you can live is being rich. It's not always about acquiring things. And that's a lesson that I say that most people will learn as they age. All right. Number 6. Now, this one, I'm sure a lot of people will agree. Menopause is the devil, honey. I don't care what nobody say because I'm going to tell you, if you're a woman of a particular age and you are experiencing that stage of life, menopause is the devil. I'm telling you, you think your life is just going straight to HE double hockey sticks. I'm telling you, because that is one of the most, I can't even compare it to anything. I cannot compare it to anything. It can be miserable. Now, I do know that a lot of women experience things differently. So some people have not had that experience of having that craziness go on when they're going through menopause. But I'm going to tell you, if you're going through it, y'all know what I'm talking about, okay? Number 7, this is very, very important that you should learn if you have not. Happiness is your responsibility. Oftentimes you hear people say, I can make you happy. I'm going to make this person happy. But actually, they can't make you happy. Can you have moments of joy and happiness because of something someone does? Absolutely. Makes you smile, make you feel good. But happiness only can come from you when you're giving it to yourself. If you're not happy with self, if you can't do that, nobody else can. I don't care what somebody does for you. It will always go back to what it was. So remember that it is your responsibility to make yourself happy, however that looks. All right. I can't believe nobody is commenting. I see 7 in the house. if you're here tonight, go ahead on and just say something. Don't be afraid. I don't bite. I'm sure some of you are people that have watched me in previous videos. Drop a comment. Let me know you're here. Hello, Marlene. Thank you so much for showing up today, sister. I appreciate you so much. And tonight, I don't know if you were here at the beginning, but we're finishing up. I did a series of 60 things I've learned in 60 years. I've already done 40 in videos. So I will tag those in the description bars if anybody want to watch those. Got some good, responses to that. And tonight we're finishing up the last 20. Okay, thank you, sister, for watching that for me. She says she's in the ad. I can actually show these comments. Let me do that. Thank you, Marlene, and welcome. Hi, Beverly. Thank you for stopping by. I'm glad. I was getting ready to say I've been talking for 16 minutes, and I was just like, nobody's here. Nobody's here. But I know I have been gone from a live stream in a long time. I haven't done one in a while, so I didn't expect a whole lot of people. But I see 8 people in the house. Thank you all for stopping by. If you're coming in, make sure that you thumbs up the video, drop a comment. And yeah, thank you so much. We are finishing up the 60 things I've learned in 60 years. And I think we're up to number 7, which I said happiness is your responsibility. Number 8, no is a complete sentence. Period. Oftentimes we feel like we have to explain ourselves when it's something that don't make us feel good, something we don't want to do. You can just simply say no. And that's it. You don't have to give an explanation, but a lot of us are kind-hearted and we will do that. But trust me, it is a complete sentence. All right. Hello, Jacqueline Reed. Thank you for stopping by tonight. I appreciate you for coming in. Tonight, we're starting up my series of Feel Good Fridays. I do them once a month. I did it last summer. I'm not sure if you were here and you watched that, but we're starting up tonight, and I'm starting it up with finishing up a series of videos that I did that was called 60 Things I've Learned in 60 Years, and we're finishing up the last 20. And Marlene said, I definitely will watch. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, sisters, for being here so much. Thank you so much. All right. Number 8, that was number 8. No, it's a complete sentence. Number 9, your feet are so important. How many sisters in here? Now, we all done wore some heels, I'm sure. So some of us in here have coins. Some of us in here have bunions. And you guys know, or you got flat feet. And you guys know how painful your feet can be. Your feet are so important. So you need to make sure you take care of your feet. Because when you get older, trust me, your feet are going to remind you how you abuse them. So you need to pamper those feet like you do anything else with your body. Is so important. And thank you, ladies, for speaking to one another and getting acquainted. Some of you may watch each other's channels if you have channels, so I appreciate that. Thank you, ladies, for being here. I have 9 in the house. Thank you for stopping by. Make sure you thumbs up the video when you come in. Drop a comment. Let me know where you're chiming in from. I see another friend of mine just showed up. Hello, OG Brand. Thank you for coming through. I appreciate you, brother, for stopping in. You're one of the few brothers I have that do watch the channel, so I do appreciate that. And Beverly said, I have very flat feet. So sometimes when you wear heels and things, and you're in them all day long, you know how your feet can really feel, guys. So yeah, your feet are so important. So make sure you're taking care of them. Number 10, take care of your teeth. Take care of your teeth. I'm going to tell you something. A lot of people that get my age, they ain't wearing their own teeth. And ain't nothing wrong with that. But if you take care of your teeth, you'll have your teeth. And I'm blessed that I have taken care of my teeth. It's so important. And these are lessons I've learned just based on experiences, guys, because I done had some dental problems before, honey, from some cleaning, had some blood vessels cut, and trust me, had wisdom teeth pulled. So I know that it's important that this mouth, I have a crown. It is important that you take care of your teeth. And when you get older and you start losing teeth, you're going to understand that it's important to take care of your teeth. So that's a lesson that I have learned. Marlene said, yes, take care of your teeth. Thank you, OG Brand. He said he likes my glasses. I appreciate that. And let's see. All right, thank you all. So number 11, and this is one that I share with my daughters and people. Sit at the feet of some elders and you will gain some wisdom. You know, sometimes we count older people out. Oh, they old, they don't know nothing. That is not true. Sit at the feet of some elders, and trust me when I say you will learn a lot about life. You know, sometimes we don't feel like we have time for those elders in our life, your grandmother, your grandfather, your great grandmother. If you're blessed to have those people in your life, spend some time with them. Sit at their feet, talk about their childhood, ask them some questions about life. And trust me when I tell you, you will gain so much wisdom by doing so. Ah, OG said, living life by design, you look just like a nurse. Do I look like a nurse? Really? Okay. But thank you. I guess that's a compliment. And Marlene said, yes, sit down with wise people. Absolutely. All right. Number 12, you experience true living outside of your comfort zone. That is a fact. And I can tell you for living 60 years that for a long time, when I was younger, I was really, I would say I wasn't shy, but I was quiet. And I was often afraid of letting people see me because I felt like they would judge me or that they would not like it or they'd say something negative or whatever. So oftentimes I would just stay in my little comfort zone and I never did venture out or let nobody see things I was doing for fear of judgment or what they would say. But once I got comfortable with me, and I would say that kind of hit me around 40. When I got comfortable with me and I started shining, letting my light shine and doing what I want and not caring what people thought, trust me, life was lifing. I was living life then because I wasn't worried about what people would think or say, you know, about me, whether they liked it or whether they didn't. I was just doing me and living my life. And that's what it really is about. It's not about what somebody else like or what somebody else want to do. It's really about you. So when you step outside your comfort zone, you can truly, truly experience life. I really believe that. All right. Number 13. Anybody got any comments on that? Let's see. Have I missed any comments here? Marlene said, all my elders are passing, but I'm trying my best to listen to their experiences. Absolutely. If they have taught you some lessons, if you got some old sayings or some remedies or some recipes, y'all save those things. Because I promise you, one day you're going to look back and you're going to be like, wow. Because I can think of things. My great grandmother lived till she was 102. And I remember so much. I was 18 years old when she died. Okay. And I can remember so many things that she would talk about and teach me. And man, you know, and I look back on that now and I've passed those things down to my girls. So yeah, absolutely. Marlene said, yes, it wasn't until I turned 40, I lived my best life. I don't know what that thing is about 40. When we turn 40, it's kind of like, you be like, okay, I'm ready to spread my wings. I'm not. And I think because when you're younger, you're still kind of impressionable. You kind of still worry about what people think and being liked and things like that. And of course, we all want to be liked to a certain degree. But what I'm saying is, if you decide you don't like me, it's not such a big deal, right? That's the way I feel about it. If people decide that they don't like me, you know, I may think about it for a moment and be like, man, what? Because I feel like I'm pretty nice to everybody. I try to treat people the way I want to be treated. But if a person just decides that they don't like you, they don't. And that was one of the other things that I said. No matter what you do, that was in a previous video with the 60 things. Some people just not going to like you. You don't have to do anything to them. They just won't like you. And oftentimes that really isn't about you. It's something that you are doing that they wish they could be, or, you know, it's usually something along those lines. And, you know, you show that, you reflect that to them and they don't like it. Because if you haven't bothered anybody, there's no reason for a person just decide, I don't like her. And I've had people tell me that before. One of my friends told me her sister said, I don't like her. I just don't know why. Does that make sense? You decide to not like somebody and you just don't know why. So yeah. So that's just life. Let's see. Marlene said, wow, you had a great grandmother. Yes, I did. I was blessed to have her for 18 years, and she was very, very feisty. So I miss her a lot too. All right. So what number were we on? Oh, that was number 13. There's always someone. No. I skipped. Oh, we talked about living outside your comfort zone. Okay, number 13. There's always someone in a worse situation than you. Do y'all believe that? There's always someone that's in a worse situation than you are. Oftentimes we can get in our pity parties and we'll say, oh, woe is me, why is this always happening to me? And don't get me wrong. Sometimes we have tough times and be like, man, things just happening. They keep happening one after another. And yeah, you get tired of it. And sometimes you want to break. But I have started learning how to apply this lesson to my life. When I get in those spaces where I feel like, man, things are just caving in on me, I always think about how much more worse that things could be, and that someone is out there going through something that is a lot worse than what I'm going through. And that helps me a little bit. I'm not saying it's going to resolve it. I'm just going to jump up and start being happy from that point. But it makes me feel better to know that, I'm not alone, and that we all go through stuff. And so when you're, wanting to just beat yourself up and get down and out, just remember that. And just, that's when you turn that prayer life. Okay. All right. Number 14. And this is for my ladies. Sorry about this, OG Brum Brand. In dating, if you're dating, you're probably going to kiss many frogs before you find your prince. Now, I'm going to tell you, I've been married twice, but a woman that is 60 years old, I done kissed some frogs in my life. Okay. I am not ashamed to say that. And when I say kiss, I mean dating and maybe literally kissing someone. It don't mean anything else outside of that, because you're going to have to get to know people. And sometimes people can be absolute jerks, and you don't know that until you spend some time with them, maybe going out on a date. So just remember that. Okay. Number 15, forgive yourself. This, in the previous videos, I said forgive others, but you got to forgive yourself as well. A lot of us are holding on to stuff that we've done, messed up on, even intentionally or unintentionally, and we're beating ourselves up and we can't move on from it. And every day we're just, sad, and we're allowing it to destroy the life that we could be living right now, because we can't get past those things that we've done or made mistakes on. And you got to learn to forgive yourself. Even if you did something that was wrong and you messed up on that. But once you learn that lesson and you say, I shouldn't have done that. And have we all not done something that we know we shouldn't have done? We absolutely have. If anybody here in this chat and they haven't, they're not being honest. We've all done some things that we made a decision to do that was wrong. But once you recognize that and you learn from that, you have to move on and you have to forgive yourself. And that's the only way you're going to move on, because you'll stay stuck otherwise. See what Marlene said. She said, yes, you're going to kiss some frogs because there are some deceivers. You got that right. You got that right. You got people out there that are wolves in sheep clothing. They'll come to you as if they're great people. And once you get to know them, you spend some time with them. And I always tell people, keep your eyes open, because eventually you're not going to be able to hide who you truly are. You might be able to put up that, what they say, your representative is who you meet first. Yeah, because everybody try to put their best forward first so that, you can see the best person. But when they get comfortable, little by little, you start seeing who that person truly is. So yeah, eventually you'll see that. Okay. Number 16. Don't let anyone tell you what's age appropriate. Oh my gosh. When I tell you, people try to tell me what I need to be doing at this age, what I need to stop doing at this age, what I shouldn't be wearing at this age, where I shouldn't be going at this age. Look, I'm a full, whole grown adult. and I can do whatever I choose. And it always bothers me when somebody tries to tell me what I can and can't do. I done paid my dues. Okay. I am self-supporting and I don't need anyone to tell me that's not age appropriate. You should be doing this at this age. If you have a full able body, you're healthy, you're able to move and do things, and you have interest in things, do exactly what you like. Here's one of my friends, one of my big sis. Hello, Betty J. Gathers. Thank you for stopping by. She said, I'm a little late, but I am here. I appreciate that. Better late than never. And you know what? We're finishing up that. I don't know if you watched my videos. I did 60 things I've learned in 60 years. I did 40 of them in 2 videos. And so tonight, to start off this Jumpstart My Feel Good Fridays, we're finishing up the last 20. So yes, make sure you all thumbs up when you come in. And I appreciate you for being here tonight. And Jacqueline said, if you can't move on from a mistake you made physically, you have to learn how to move on mentally. You just said a whole sermon right there. Absolutely right. Absolutely right. And sometimes we will hold on to that forever and ever. And sometimes you can't, right something you've done, physically, or because there's consequences for everything you do, right? Sometimes it's not bad. Sometimes it is. And sometimes people feel like, okay, well, I said I was sorry, but sometimes you can't stop the consequences, right? Absolutely. What beverage y'all got tonight? I'm drinking some wine here. Yes, thank you, Betty. She said 12 here, 12 thumbs up. Thank you, guys. Thank you for being here. And some of you guys are friends. So what number we're up to? We're up to number 16. Number 17. We're almost there, guys. We're almost there. Make peace with your past mistakes. That kind of go into what we just got to talking about. We all got a past, right? Absolutely. We all have, done some things that, I'm gonna be honest with you. If I'd known I was going to be married twice, I probably never got married that second time, because when I got married, and I got married very young, I was 22 years old when I got married. And I actually thought that I was going to be married for the rest of my life. That marriage lasted 11 years. Okay. And that was one of the most miserable marriages I've ever had in my life, because I was very naive. I didn't know a lot. I didn't learn a lot, from my mom and life. And I married to someone that totally took me down through some things. But, when I look at it, I have to just be thankful for the children that came out of that marriage. So the second time I got married, I was married for 6 years. I ain't gonna even talk about that guy in this video, but these were guys who were very, very charismatic and had a lot of charm. And I tell people all the time, my husband gave me flowers. My first husband gave me flowers every single week, but had about 10 women out there in the streets. So he did things to make me feel like, he was so into me. He loved me so much, but he was out there in the streets. So I was just young and naive, and I was going off of what I saw. And I just thought that, he was amazing. And I spoke about him in another video just before this one. But guys, sometimes when I look back on that, I feel regret, but I had to make peace with that. It was a mistake. I was young. I was learning. And guess what, guys? I have learned. So, hey. Yeah, sorry is not always enough. You're absolutely right. And Betty J says she is drinking kombucha. That's one of my favorite. Marlene is having peppermint tea. I love peppermint tea. I just recently got me a new kettle, tea kettle. So I'm excited to use that and drink my teas. I know that's crazy, but I have to have the cute little teacups and the tea. All right, number 18. Don't compromise your morals or your values for anyone. Don't lower your standards. Don't change. Don't say, oh, well, maybe I'll do this. Whatever your standards are, whatever your morals are, your values, you stay true to that. Stay true to yourself. Someone's going to either like you or they're not. They're going to like you for you. And if they can't like you with those morals, too bad for them. They just have to keep it moving. Absolutely. Marlene says she's having whole leaf peppermint tea. Oh, okay. I haven't tried that yet. So yeah, don't compromise your morals or your values for anyone. If you tell somebody that, hey, I don't believe in, and this is something I talked about celibacy. I ain't having sex on these dates. If this guy decides he does not want to date you, he can keep it moving. He can keep it moving. We as women, we are always the ones who decide to lower our standards. Let's just settle. Let's just change. No. And sorry, OG Brand. This is I'm not trying to attack men or anything like that, but I'm just speaking generally. You have to, stay true to who you are and respect yourself. And that's very, very important. And Marlene said, be your real self. Absolutely. All right. Number 19. We only have two left. Number 19, traveling is educational. I think that, a lot of times people feel like you can only gain knowledge from books, going to school. But I'm going to tell you something. If you are able to get out and see a little bit of the world, do that. It's so educational, because a lot of things that we have been taught from books is actually not what is true. Things have been altered, things have been doctored. And when you get an opportunity to go visit some places and different cultures, you actually learn so much more. So traveling is very educational. Welcome here in Miss JP. I'm glad to see you here tonight. I understand you're excited about a new teapot. I'm a tea lover too. Look, I love mugs, teacups, all of those. I collect them. So whenever I travel, I sometimes pick up teacups from different places. I really do enjoy that. But I'm drinking wine tonight. All right, so we're at the final one, number 20. Thank you all for being here tonight. If you're just coming in, thumbs up. And if you are new, if you're just viewing tonight, just check the channel out. Maybe you might decide you might want to subscribe. All right, number 20. Take days and do nothing. It is a blessing to your mind and your soul. I had to learn how to do that. I didn't know how to just not do something, just spend time with me by just being quiet, not feeling like, I always felt like I had to get up and get out and do something. And there's been times that I used to get up, absolutely didn't know where I was going or had any destination, but I just felt like I have to be doing something, got to be doing something. And I had to learn how to just spend time with me. And so for my birthday, this past birthday, I did have a night where I actually had some entertainment, but I did take 2 days where I just sat down. I journaled, I ate good food, I did prayer, meditation, and just spent time with me, spent a lot of time in a robe, and it was very, very relaxing. And I think it rejuvenated me. But sometimes we just need that time to spend with ourselves. You can think, you can plan out things. It's good for you. And what Marlene said, I've learned so much about myself solo traveling. Absolutely. I love solo traveling. I actually didn't think that I would ever be a solo travelist, but I have started doing that I've been doing it quite a while now. I've been doing it for probably about 6-7 years now. And it's nothing like it. And if you try it, what you'll gain from that, because as we get older, another thing that happens as we get older, we get fears. We create these fears in us that, I can't do things because I'm older. I don't need to be by myself. And then, of course, society also will tell you, well, you're a woman, so you shouldn't do these things. And, I think it's important to be safe in anything you do, take precautions in anything you do, but definitely don't stunt your life. Don't stop doing things based on what people saying. You have to continue to enjoy life, and you take precautions. You do your research, you see what you need to do, and enjoy life. Marlene said, I love solo traveling. I don't like group trips at all. And that's okay too. You know what? I do like group trips. I like girl trips, but I'm gonna tell you, I've been on some girls trips, honey, that, oh my gosh, that, how that thing is. I'm a morning person, so I like to get up early in the morning so I can get out, especially if we're somewhere like on the coast and we're going to the beach, because I like to watch the sunrise. I actually like to sit on the beach. And then you got other girlfriends who like to sleep late. So they're mad because you're getting up early. And so sometimes group trips can be a problem. or people that are not. I'm a very punctual person. A lot of my friends are not punctual. So therefore you're waiting and I'm looking at my watch like we're going to be late. And so I get that. I do get that. Betty J said, yes, fear can hold us back. Absolutely. Absolutely. Marlene said, I like my peace and quiet the older I am getting. And I think that is also something that happens when you get older. I think you learn to appreciate your peace and your quiet time. You know, when I became an empty nester, when my youngest daughter finally left, because she was the last one to leave about, she's been gone now, 11 years, 12 years, maybe 12 years. She's married, has 2 daughters. I was like, oh my God, what am I going to do with my life? I didn't realize how much my life was centered around running and doing things. So I think it took me maybe about 2 years to really get accustomed to that being by myself thing, you know. But then when I did, when I used to think about it, you know, getting off from work, and I'm like, oh my God, I can't wait to get home. Get home so I could just relax, undress, you know, you can walk around the house how you want to. You can turn your music on. You ain't got to worry about nobody not liking your music. You can clean up when you want to. You can cook what you want to eat. Trust me, that was the life. So, you know, I do like my quiet time too. Now, there are times when I do desire company, but yeah, ain't nothing like my quiet time. I love it. Make sure you thumbs up, guys, when you come in. Thank you for being here. I have 10 in the house right now. And Betty said, yes, I love peace and quiet and savor it, but the neighbor is playing that music. I'm lucky that I live out here in the woods, so ain't nobody playing music right now. And hello, this is T. Denise. Hi, thank you for joining us tonight. She said, I agree. I love my quiet time. Yes, ma'am, honey. It's nothing like it. It is nothing like it. Beverly said, I'm a morning person also, and I believe in being on time for everything. Yes, I am like that. But you know what? I don't judge people that are late. That's just what I like. So when you got that dynamic where you got somebody that's very timely and then you got this late person, man, that just don't mix. I have to say this about my sister, and I'm not telling her something I have never told her before. This is not saying something about her that I've never said. She is one of the latest people I know in my life. If we got to be somewhere at 5 p.m., I'm going to tell her at noon. I have to. If I don't tell her at noon, I'll tell her we got to be there at 1. Because you know why? She's going to be late. And that gives us plenty of time to get there. She's got to have 3-4 hours to get dressed because, honey, she is not going to be on time. And we're going to be late. Yes, make sure you thumbs up, guys. Thank you so much. Yes, I really, really enjoy, you know, spending time alone. Sometimes I just, you know, I go to movies by myself. I take myself out to dinner, you know, and I don't want a date. You know, it's, you know, sometimes when people see you out like that, they think just because you don't have a date or you can't get a date. That is not the reason. Sometimes I just absolutely like doing that. I'll go get me some popcorn and I'll just take myself to the movies. And I really enjoy that. I enjoy sitting at home. Like tonight it's raining, you know, it's raining pretty good here. And this is one of those times where, you know, if I wasn't doing this, I'll be sitting on my sofa right now, probably drinking me some wine or either tea. A lot of times I drink tea before I go to bed, and I wrap up in my little comfy robe and I turn my music on and I just love it. And I'll sit there and I actually smile because I just love it. Yeah, absolutely. So we have covered those 60 things that I've learned in 60 years. And like I said in the first actual video, it ain't just 60. But those are 60 really important things that just came to my mind about life, you know, that, oh my God, that I have learned and applied to my life. You know, as I have gotten older, I do notice a change in me. When I was younger, I was a little hot-head. You know, somebody got on my, you know, nerves, or we argued about something, and I was really quick to chew somebody up. But as I have gotten older, I've learned that art of choosing my battles and what's important and what's not, and what deserves my attention and what doesn't. And oftentimes, even when you're like that, people will think you're afraid. Trust me, I'm not afraid. It's just not worth my time. And I'm not going to sweat the small stuff, as people say. I'm not going to be in petty arguments with no significance. It ain't going to change nothing. It's not going to help me or help you. and I'm not going to do anything that would shame me. So sometimes it's easier for me to just walk away from it. And I notice that the older I get, the more I'm like that, and I don't tolerate that. Another thing that I notice about myself is that I can love you from over there. You don't have to be all up in my space. If you don't like me, or you don't like the way that I'm doing certain things, you can be over there and I can love you over there. And one thing about me is that, I have friends, or I say people I know, I call everybody friends sometimes, and I shouldn't do that. That feel a certain way about me because they say I've changed. I've matured. And I don't do a lot of the things that I used to do. It was a time in my life when I used to, when I was younger, a lot younger, I used to like to go to nightclubs and things like that. And I still have friends at 60 that do nightclubs. I like supper clubs. I like to go listen to music. I like to go live bands. But those nightclubs, those hole in the wall clubs and stuff, I don't do that. And oftentimes when you change from being that type of person, I'm just going to use that one particular one as an example. People will judge you and say, oh, you think you better, you think you're too good for that now. No, I just grown. I mean, when I was 25 and 30 years old, yeah, I did that. But I'm 60, girl. I ain't trying to be hanging out here. Yeah, Betty, you have to go back and check out my 2 videos. One of them did very, very well on the channel. I think that was the very first one I did. It did very well. T. Denise says, I am really serious about being on time. Sometimes people get upset with me because of, that's me, girl. My sister gets so mad at me because I was on time. I mean, she'd be fussing at me, but I'm like, I don't want to be late. I want to be on time. And Betty said, T. Denise, I get very upset with people when you're late. Yes, we all have something to work on. Absolutely. And that's what it is, and that's why I said I still love them all the same. My best friend, everybody, we're different. We all have different things. So I understand what Marlene was saying when she said that she rather solo travel than with a group, because you have to be able to allow for certain things, and I remember I went on a girls trip with, it was a mother-daughter trip. So I took my oldest daughter, she took her daughter, which she was only 2 at that time, and 2 of my girlfriends took their daughter. So it was probably about, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of us, right? Oh my God, that trip right there, guys, it was something else. My daughter and I had to break off from those women because we had an itinerary that we all said that we wanted to do on this trip, right? We're in New York City, right? And they was like, everybody, share something that you want to do. So I wanted to, that was my first time being in New York. We was in Manhattan, I wanted to see everything, right? And so we all had our stuff out there. And the younger girls, all they wanted to do was shop. We was there for 4 days. And do you know, out of three out of those 4 days, those women shopped from 8 o'clock in the morning to 2 a.m. And I got to that last day and I said, I be doggone if I be in New York City and tell people I ain't see the Statue of Liberty, I ain't see the 911 memorial. No. So me and my daughter, we broke off from them. We was like, you know what? We've shopped for 3 days. We just want to see some tourist stuff. And they were mad at us because we broke off. But we just shopped for 3 days, girls. I was just like, no, absolutely not. Betty said, T. Denise, I should say I have more than one thing to work on. Beverly said, when I'm late, it throws off my whole day. Me too, especially when I'm going to work. I cannot, I'm always early. I'm at least every morning, I'm about 15 to 20 minutes early. I cannot, I need to get to work so I can kind of settle myself, sit down. Sometimes I want to get coffee. I don't want to come in hitting that computer. That's not it for me. Hello, To Be True. Welcome in. Thank you for stopping by. Yeah, so but you do have friends that's going to be different, and you just gotta, I guess, choose, what you do with those people that is not going to affect you when you're late. But like I said, when I go to the beach, I'm always making somebody mad because I'm telling them, I'm like, look, I'm going to see the sunrise. At least if I'm there for 4 days, 2 of them days, I'm going to sit in that sand when that sun is coming up over that water. And they would get so mad at me, like, why are you getting up so early or whatever? I want to get up early. I'm grown. And To Be True says, you are welcome. Thank you all. Thank you all. Make sure you thumbs up the video, please. You guys, I'm a little under 700 away, like 6 something away from 5K subscribers, guys. My subscriber count is just like this. It'd be up and down, up and down. Help me reach 5K subscribers. I've been doing YouTube for quite a long time, and I would love to be able to reach 5,000 women. All right. So you guys share this video or other videos, this live or other videos. Invite people to come along. Check out the channel. We do share things for women primarily. We do touch on topics that men are interested, because I noticed that my analytics changed a little bit. Now I have about 14% are men that are watching. And you know what? That didn't happen until I told people I was 60. You know what? I was just like, why is that? But before then, it was 100% women, which I'm okay with because my channel is for women. So did I miss something? Yes. Thumbs up. Thank you all. I appreciate you all for being here tonight. So we have been here now. We've been almost an hour, guys. It's almost 8 o'clock. It's 7:52. I want to thank all of you all for being here. We've been on here 51 minutes and 22 seconds right now. But yeah, guys, some of the other things, if you did not watch my other videos, I'm going to say some other things that maybe you guys didn't watch. Some pain is necessary for growth. How many believe that? You think you can grow without pain? That's a good question, isn't it? It's a very deep question. T. Denise said, can you consider speaking about dealing jealousy from those you thought were friends, dealing with immaturity with friends? Oh my goodness, girl. Yes, absolutely. I do have some older videos, but I guess I do want to deal with that at this stage of my life. So matter of fact, I'm going to make sure I'm going to write that down and do a video on that, because I think that's a great topic, because it is something that we as women deal with. And also it can sometimes, disrupt friendships, because sometimes you have to move on from those people when they just want to grow up. I've had some girlfriends, and I've shared a lot of my girlfriends within this video, in my videos. And you haven't seen those girlfriends in these videos. Some of them have dropped off because of things like that. Thank you so much. To Be True said, absolutely. Let's get there. Yes. Thank you. Betty, what are you saying no to? Unless you're talking to somebody else, I missed something, I think. No. And T. Denise said no. Oh, okay. Y'all talking about growing without pain. Look, we done jumped to another subject. Yes, at an older stage in life. Yes, absolutely. And I think most of the people that follow me are at least 50. I may have a few people that are a little bit younger than 50, but I think for the majority of the people that follow me are at least 50 and over. And I do have a few that's over 60 now. And Beverly said, no, you cannot grow without pain. I'm telling you. So, when I look back on the pain that I've experienced in my life, guys, I don't regret it anymore, because some of them lessons I really, really needed to learn, especially dealing with men. I'm serious. Absolutely. To Be True is 57. All right. Those are some good years. My 50s, I think, were like my best. That was the best decade for me. Best decade. I had some great times in my 50s. I think when you get somewhere in that age, sometimes you can be late bloomers. I did a video about late bloomers, and I consider myself to be a late bloomer because, I had to leave home early and no guidance. So I did a lot of scuffing, so I learned a lot later in life. And, but when I got, in my 50s, I was kind of just settled and just kind of okay with me, the flaws and all, you know how those things you try to hide. And when you get to a certain point in life, you're like, whatever. Either like me, you don't. Take it or leave it. And that's definitely where I became. And Betty J says, pressure makes diamonds. Absolutely. I believe that so much. And it's not that we want to experience pain all the time or deal with pressure or things like that, but just don't regret those things, because they helped you to become who you are. If you're proud of who you are right now, some of us may not be, but if you are, you're okay with where you settled in life, where you are at this moment. And we may be trying to do more things with our life, but if you're okay with yourself right now, Yeah, it was worth it. Miss JP said a lot of women say the 60s are great too. I'm hoping for that, because first of all, I'm looking at retirement. I've been doing my little numbers. They looking okay. So I've been telling everybody that I may do an early retirement at the end of this year. So y'all pray for me, okay? But I'm ready. I'm ready because there are a lot of things that I really, really want to do. Travel is involved in a lot of those things. And I have a couple side ventures that I do that I would love to do more. I actually would like to be more present here on YouTube. I can't, my life is just too full right now. I kind of help with my mom and stuff and this job. And I mean, I just be tired, guys. I'm like, sometimes I come home on Fridays and I go straight to bed. I give me something to eat and I go straight to bed because I just don't be feeling it. But I love YouTube. I've been on here a while, and so I would love to see this channel. I would love to see me grow on this channel just because I've been on it for such a long time. Thank you, Betty. Appreciate you for telling everyone to thumbs up. I can appreciate that. I appreciate you, big sis. To be true said, I can relate. Absolutely. TD said, that is great. You will get to relax more and take care of yourself. Absolutely. Because that's one of the things I think we as women, we fail to do is take care of ourselves. Got 15 in the house. Thank you, guys. Thank you for watching. If you have not said anything in the chat and you just want to chill and be in the background, thank you all. I appreciate you for watching. Yes. That's one of the things that I said. I realized that when you get older, you start being more aware of taking care of yourself. And sometimes I look back and I'm like, man, I wish I had done this when I was in my 30s. But yeah, I eat better now. It's a lot of things I don't eat. And yeah, I do better. Miss JP said, I realized they tried to take your best years from you and then you should retire when you're broken down. I hope you do get to retire your year in. Oh my gosh, girl, you just said a whole word there again. Yes. We were talking about that. It was like, why are they trying to raise retirement age again? They're trying to stop people from getting their money that they work for. And 70, they trying to raise it too. Now, I'm not saying 70, nothing wrong with 70 because there's some healthy people at 70, but why? Why? Why do you keep raising it? What's the purpose behind that? Make that make sense. Betty said, yes, 15 in the house. Girl, you got it going on. I'm trying to get there. Yes, thank you, Betty. If you're in the bushes, y'all thumbs up. Appreciate you. Hello, Yolanda Baldwin. Great message, Lydia. Thank you so much, sister. I appreciate you for being here. Y'all are right here at the end. 7:59. Anybody got anything they want to say? I have a request for a video, and I'm going to try to do that for that sister that requested dealing with immaturity and jealousy with friends at this stage of life, because it's still a real thing. My daughter asked me, and my daughter is 35, and she said, Mom, she said, do women ever stop? And I'm like, I don't think so, baby. I don't think so, because they still do the same thing even at this age, jealousy and craziness. Lori said, I'm so late to the party, but I'm here. Hello, Lori. Thank you, girl. Thank you for coming through. I appreciate you for showing up. 16 in the house. Yes, that's right, Betty. Betty said, Lori, you are never late. Absolutely. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Betty. I need to learn how to make somebody a moderator. I'm probably going to make you a moderator, Betty. I got to learn how to do it first. Beverly said, they want to work you to death. I'm telling you. And I just refused that. I said, I'm going to at least have 10 to 15 years. I go out this door tomorrow and die, right? But God forbid, but I'm going to take the next 10, 15 years. And I just want to enjoy life, while I'm still physically able to do that. And yeah, I think I've earned that. And I'm not going to let anybody take that away from me. Okay. So Betty said, thank you. All right, ladies. Well, we're here at the 8 o'clock hour. So as I stated before, we will be doing a live once a month. And I'm going to see how long I can do this. If I have the participation, if you ladies come back, if more people come on, I will continue this on throughout the year. Y'all going to see a change in this hair. Okay. So I decided that I wanted to try my hair at blonde locks for the summer. So I'm going to go, I'm not doing it myself this time. I'm going to, cause I try to do like a red last year, like a rinse, and it was just an epic fail. But I'm gonna go and have it professionally done. I don't want it to be like crazy blonde, but just, some little highlights throughout it. So we're gonna see how that looks. Give me some, some cuteness for the summer. So yeah, but thank you all for being here tonight. Make sure that you will turn on your notifications, check the community page for updates. That's where I will be posting when we will have the next live or even just a video. Thank you, T. Denise. She said it's going to be beautiful. I appreciate that. And Beverly said blonde will be cute. Oh, thank you, ladies, for the encouragement. Because I'm going to tell y'all, if it's crazy, I will be getting it dyed back black. All right. Mr. JP said, thank you, Lydia and community. Have a great weekend. Yes, everybody have a great weekend. And I look forward to seeing you all again real soon. Thank you, Miss Betty, for being my moderator. Good night, everybody. And have a great weekend, whatever you may be doing. Peace. Let me get my outro music. Bye, everybody.